Hello, my name is Johanna Dahlman, and I am the CEO and founder of ALOPICIAangel.com. I'm here to discuss what alopecia is, what the basics are, what type of alopecia there is, and what to do about it. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease. It's the medical term for hair loss. And unfortunately, this is when the body is attacking its own follicles and the hair is falling out. And it starts normally with a bald spot, usually a small one, and it can grow and become bigger. I've seen in clients that alopecia can go 0 to 100 real quick. It can also take its time, and you can be years, months with just that bald spot, or maybe another or two or three, or you can lose everything real quick, including eyelashes, eyebrows, the hair on your beard for men, the hair on your head for men and women, children, the hair on your body. There's various different types of alopecia. You have universalis, traction, frontal fibrosing. You have totalis areata. You have scarring alopecia. You have telogen effluvium. You have various flavors, so to speak, of alopecia. Each one has its own nuances. And in my clients, I see that many times a lot of their issues and problems with alopecia stem from a diet and lifestyle issue. I personally had alopecia. I had a combination of alopecia areata, I had a combination of frontal fibrosing, and telogen effluvium. And it also started with a bald spot in the back of my head. I'm now more than 4 to 5 years alopecia free. And I discovered this through diet and lifestyle, through radically changing a lot of the things that I thought were healthy, and they weren't. Unfortunately, textbooks and literature tells us that health looks one way, and it wasn't. And it wasn't true for me, and it's not true for a lot of my clients. My clients range from nurse practitioners to personal trainers to nutritionists to school teachers to people in corporate to everyday moms with that stay at home with their children. And you also have men as well that are in the workforce. You also have children of all ages from 2 to 18. I've seen it all in terms of alopecia. And what I can tell you and what I can guarantee is that with diet and lifestyle, you can reverse this. I've reversed this, and I've already helped hundreds of people reverse this. And it's very possible. And alopecia is just one of hundreds of autoimmune diseases. And many of them as well are very reversible with diet and lifestyle. I know people who've reversed MS, which is multiple sclerosis, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, diabetes, lupus. There's just so many autoimmune diseases, and they're actually quite relatively new. They're only, been out per se in the normal language and our normal diction, so to speak, in the last 20 to 25 years. They're very, very new, almost as new as the internet, right? And so literature hasn't really caught up. And unfortunately, conventional medicine, doctors, dermatologists, endocrinologists, all these other doctors that I've also seen myself, not just in one state or another, but also in other countries, have also failed me because their protocols and their methods don't have efficacy rates that are high enough. They only give you a 10% chance, if that, for healing through medicine. And in reality, it's not a long-term success. In reality, it's a habit that you're going to have to acquire and have for the longevity of your quote-unquote disease. And the quickest way to heal alopecia is to change and modify your diet and lifestyle. And I discovered how to do that. And you have to unlearn what you think is healthy and relearn what true health really looks like for someone with autoimmune disease, with someone with alopecia. Because what you eat is going to be, modified to what someone else eats. Your friend who has no alopecia, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, who has no alopecia, it's going to look very different, the little diet. And the lifestyle habits might tweak and change. And things need to change for you to see hair growth and health again. A couple statistics I wanted to share is that 25% of people who have one autoimmune disease go on to acquire a second and a third. And this is pretty startling. It can be a little scary because no one wants to wait around to be in that 25% bucket and go on to acquire Hashimoto's, go on to acquire a thyroiditis, go on to acquire a lupus, a diabetes, or anything else that's underneath that umbrella of autoimmune disease. Another statistic that I want to share with you is that 80% of people who have alopecia are normally women. So 75 to 80% are normally women. The other 15 to 20 tends to be men. And regardless of age, race, ethnicity, any demographic that you want to label, alopecia doesn't care. Anyone can get alopecia. Anyone, a child, an adult, a teenager, anyone. It doesn't discriminate, so to speak. And it's not more prevalent in one race or in one ethnicity over the other. And again, through diet and lifestyle, you can see the changes to better yourself and to improve your health and to also allow your body to see that hair growth. And I wouldn't be here today showing you that, you know, I'm pulling my hair at this point, that hair growth is possible and you can get it back. And, you know, my own journey started years ago, and it started in the back. I lost over 50% of my hair. And lo and behold, I was so focused in the back, which I couldn't see because I needed a mirror or a second mirror to, you know, see the back of it, or to have my husband take pictures of it, that I didn't realize that my receding hairline started going further back. I also didn't start to notice that my eyebrows on the sides were started to lose more and more and more. My eyelashes started falling out. And for some reason, I was just so focused on the back that everything else in front was going away. And it took me over 2.5 years to figure this out through lots of research, through lots of data collection, through lots of trial and error. And I went holistic and natural because I wanted to protect my health, because I don't want to be conventional medicine's guinea pig. I don't want to take the newest drug on the market and then have kidney failure, you know, 2 years or 5 years later, or 10 years or 20 years later because of this drug. I don't want to have any liver issues. I don't want to have any other organs fail because of a conventional drug. I have a list and a freebie of, sorry, it just left me. I have a freebie that you can download on my website for side effects. Sorry, the word was just coming out. Side effects and risks that normal conventional medicine, alopecia medicines offer and give. And granted, you know, not all side effects affect everyone the same way, but at the same time, these are things that you should know about. I came across someone who knew somebody at the age of 15, he had alopecia. This was a teenager, a young man, and he grew up to be an older man, right? And he was taking this medicine. It's called Propecia. Propecia is for men only. And his parents had given him this Propecia. At the age of 30, he was already impotent and with erectile dysfunction. So there are risks, and our doctors are not talking about them. There are risks to birth control that lead to hair loss. There are risks to Advil, to over-the-counter drugs, to headache medicines, to an aspirin. There are risks and side effects, and no one is really paying attention, discussing them, or talking to us about it. And so I encourage you to take your health in your own hands. I encourage you to search out people like me who've reversed alopecia and who can help you get your health back, and do this in a way where it's natural, holistic, supporting your body, getting to the root cause, going inside, flourishing from the inside out, having you thrive, having you see hair. I've helped people with female pattern hair loss, which is also called androgenetic alopecia, which is where the hair of the crown likes to lighten and thin out. And I've helped people with universalis, totalis, alopecia areata, telogen effluvium, frontal fibrosing. I've helped people even with scarring. And I'm still waiting on the results with the ladies with scarring, but with people with AGA, which is the female pattern baldness, androgenetic with universalis, totalis, and areata, telogen effluvium, I've seen results, and I've seen hair growth in them in less than 8 weeks. I have a 2-month program, and this program walks you through in bite-sized pieces so that you can get everything that you need out of this program and start to see results. It took me 2.5 years. And I know many of you are suffering, or maybe you know someone who is suffering with alopecia for over 10 years or 20 years. It's never too late. Never too late. You can still find help and you can still get the results you want. I'm here to help. You can find me at alopeciaangel.com. I have free downloads there. I have my blog with over 100 articles on alopecia. And I also cater to children, men, women, all over the world. I have clients in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Dubai, Russia, Netherlands, Germany, Finland, Sweden, you name it. I've helped people. And I have books and resources in other languages, including Dutch, Spanish, and Portuguese. So I'm more than happy to help you on your journey. And if you know somebody with alopecia, please send them my way, because it is disheartening, it is scary, it is depressing. There are moments of anxiety because you don't know what's going to happen, because there's a lot of uncertainty, and because it's so new and no one's really talking about it. So the awareness is important, but also giving the keys to success through diet and lifestyle is also important, because you don't want a loved one or a friend or someone you know to go down that rabbit hole of having to do so many conventional medicines, and then also to see the failure, to see that the hair continues to fall out, or conventional medicine continues to fail them. And this is why they say there is no cure, because conventional medicine hasn't created a pill, hasn't created the one elixir that helps everybody with alopecia. But what I can tell you is that whoever's done my program sees a 90% success rate. My program is focused straight on diet and lifestyle. You focus on this, you will see results. Effort in, effort out. I can guarantee that. Thank you so much. I look forward to speaking to you and helping you. Take care.